Well, good afternoon. I'll call to order the July 29th meeting of the Oklahoma City Riverfront Redevelopment Authority. Item 2 is items from the chairman, and I don't have anything. Item 3 is the minutes from the June 17th meeting. Do we have any changes or corrections? Cast your vote. And that passes. Item 4 is the consent docket. We have an oil and gas revenue report and an Oklahoma River corridor events update. Any questions on either one of those? Need a motion?
Yeah.
Cast your vote. And that passes. Item 5 is the primary agenda items. The first one is item A, Oklahoma River project summary. Morning, afternoon.
Good afternoon. Joe Shumway, Oklahoma City Public Works Department. A few of the projects that we have discussed in the past are now starting to become more completed. The May Dam is actually substantially complete, and with the minor punch list items that we had, raising the gates wouldn't impact the last remaining repairs. So we've started impounding water into the May Basin at the moment. You can kind of see here is a little bit of the painting, the concrete repairs, some of the hydraulic issues that we had, but it's looking good now. You'll also see in the background our sediment removal contractor is still active. As we start to impound water, though, we'll definitely impede his progress. The First American Museum riverboat landing is going really well. As that project also is starting to near completion, we just have some minor things, lighting, camera, installations, and last little bit of sod cleanup, and we'll be ready for that project to go to the public. Also, the pedestrian bridge, I believe, has been mirroring the timeline for this, and I believe a ribbon cutting will be taking place in the near future. One of the other things that we have, it's kind of a biannual type inspection, but the Army Corps of Engineers was also in Oklahoma City and inspecting the floodway. And although we do see, the Oklahoma River side of it where we impound, but they also inspect the floodway as it continues, as that original project was designed. We'll be receiving a report and repairing any deficiencies they may have found. During the month of May, our river crews also removed 208 cubic yards of debris that was brought in through a lot of the storms that we had. With that, I guess that's it. Does anybody have any questions?
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Need a motion to accept that report? Okay. And that passes. Item B is an update on preparations for the Oklahoma River Olympic event.
Hi, thank you. Sue Hollenbeck, Executive Manager, Special Projects Manager for the City Manager's Office here at the City of Oklahoma City. So we are currently, the City of Oklahoma City is currently working through Public Works and the Maps Department with River Sports, with Chris and Mike on updating and renovating parts of the Whitewater Center, the MAPS 3 Whitewater Center. So we're currently working through that with Parks as well to figure out what needs to be done in order for that competition venue to be up to par for the Olympics. We're working through all that project, so there is some money left over from MAPS 3 that we're using for that. Some of that money will be incorporated into the bond. And River Sports has also found another source of funding for some of those things along the totality of River Sports, not just Whitewater Center. But those things are moving as quickly as possible. As you know, sometimes those things get a little bit tied up in construction and bidding and everything like that, but we're moving as quickly as possible for that. I would also like to emphasize that there is nothing that we're doing that is very specifically for the Olympics itself. Everything that is being done needs to be done for the venue, for the sustainability of the venue, for future events and everything that goes on there currently now. So as we are redoing and refurbishing pumps, or we're redoing things on the channels, those are all things that are going to be useful in the future beyond the Olympics. There will be some temporary things that will be done by Team OKC, such as the grandstands, bleachers, temporary tents, temporary fencing, those kinds of things, but those are not the city per se, the responsibility. So we're moving forward with all of that. I think we're moving pretty well. We've been doing this for at least a year and a half, trying to figure out what we need to do, how we need to do it, and what's the appropriate way to do it out there without necessarily interrupting their schedules, their seasons, their ability for revenue generating, those kinds of things. But things are definitely moving forward, and hopefully with the passage of the bond, you'll see a lot more things come to fruition. Are there any questions?
Any questions for Sue? Staying busy?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. There's a few things on my
But you're
plate.
used to it.
Yeah. No rest for the weary.
Very
Thank you.
good. Okay, thank you, Sue. Okay, we don't need to do anything on that. Item C is a resolution ratifying my signature on a letter we sent to Oklahoma Department of Transportation. Actually, we sent it to the U.S. Department of Transportation on behalf of Oklahoma DOT on the bridge over I-35. We've done this before, and this is blessing my signature, sending that on. Need a motion? Cast your vote. And that passes. Item D is the annual Oklahoma River firework permit with River Sport Foundation. This is another renewal of a firework that permitting process we do with them. Nothing changed on it. Need a motion? Cast your vote. And that passes. Item E is a revocable permit with River Sport Foundation for the Tri-OKC River Sport Challenge, September 6th and 7th of this year. Any questions? Cast your vote. And that passes. Item F is a revocable permit with the River Sport Foundation for the Oklahoma Regatta Festival and Head of the Oklahoma, October 3 through 5 this year. Any motion? Cast your vote. That passes. Item G is revocable permit with River Sport Foundation for the Youth Rowing League Championships, November 8th of this year. And that passes. And item H is a revocable permit with River Sport Foundation for the Holiday River Parade on November 15th. A lot of stuff going on down there, a lot of permits. Item 6 is the claims docket. Any questions on the claims docket? Item 7 is Parks and Rec Director report.
Hi, thank
Hello.
you. Good afternoon, Melinda McMillan Miller, Parks and Recreation Director. Thank you for coming today. Appreciate seeing all of you. The report really speaks for itself. The only thing I would want to add at this point is that we're just looking forward to working with the Development Committee on our future questions that we have outstanding. So looking forward to helping working with you all on that. And also just kind of an update with the Boy Scouts Youth Council group down on Elm Grove Park. We do have a meeting set up with the Corps of Engineers for Thursday. So we'll be able to get a lot more information from them directly on what we can and cannot do with riverfront properties along the river that have been impacted with Army Corps of Engineers improvements. So hopefully by the next meeting or even the one after that, we will be able to come back to you with some updates, especially for the Development Committee, to understand better what we are able to improve upon on the river. That cascades into a lot of things. So we're really kind of waiting on that Corps of Engineer outcome. I'm
Any
happy to entertain questions.
Motion to accept that report?
Thank you.
And that passes. Item 8, any comments from trustees? Any citizens to be heard? We are adjourned, 11 minutes, that ain't bad.